Why do you struggle to take control of your day and ultimately your life? How many times have you sat there at the end of the day thought, where did the day go? What did I do? If you imagine that happening day in, day out for the rest of the month, the rest of the year, you're going to be wondering what happened to this year. Then you're going to be wondering what happened to your life. Before you know it, you're going to be wondering, what did I make out of my life? Welcome back to Master Your Mindset, Master Your Life, and it's time for another episode. And I'm your host Sanj, here trying to help you get from a life where you're just surviving to truly thriving. I'm here to help you master your mindset so you can master your life. Wake up every day to a life which you're excited to live, where you're energized to go out and seize the day. As Jim Rohn once said, either that you run the day or the day runs you. And that could not be more true. It's easy to let the odd day run you, but do you want that happening for the rest of your life? Do you want every single day to be you just reacting to everything around you rather than you being proactive and taking control of your day? In this episode, I'm going to be tackling the common struggle of just not seizing the day. Why do you find it so hard to get out of your own way? How does it affect you? How does it affect your life? How does it affect your happiness, your productivity, your relationships? And what can you do to change it? You're going to walk away from this episode with some simple, actionable strategies to start taking control of your day, to start building that momentum that you need, to start unlocking more energy, more fulfillment, more joy, and more success. So you can turn around and say, actually, I had control of my day. I have control of my life. So this one hopefully will be a game changer for you. But the problem is we're always struggling to seize our day. How many times do you wake up already feeling like you've lost a battle before you've even put your feet on the ground, before the day is even started? You're laying in bed thinking, oh my gosh, I've got to do it all again. We've all been there. The constant rush, the looming to-do list, just a feeling of being stuck in a cycle of simply getting by. Is that what you want for your life? Is that what you want the people around you to see? That you're just getting by day in, day out. Every single day, that fire inside of you starts to dim a little bit more. That's no way to live a life. That's nothing good to show your family, to show your kids. The truth is, the reason that so many of us struggle to seize a day is because we've let life's demands dictate how we show up. You're feeling overwhelmed, you're feeling distracted, you're feeling unfocused, you're feeling lethargic. You're just tired of it. You want to start doing things differently. But the problem is all these things, being overwhelmed, distracted, tired, it leads you to just becoming a passive observer. You just sit there and you allow life to take control of you. You allow your day to seize you rather than actually getting up and making the day yours. Rather than you owning your day. Think about it. What is the first thing you do when you wake up? Is it you actually think of 3 things that you're grateful for? Is it you actually sit there, you smile thinking, yes, I got up today? Do you get out of bed thinking, yeah, I'm going to control this day? Or do you do something like maybe check your phone, turn on the news, listen to what's been going on while you've been sleeping? Maybe let your emails, your notifications dictate how you feel. Your priorities and your focus have just gone. You've allowed the day just to run you just by waking up, checking your phone and listening to the news. The problem is you start to feel overwhelmed and unprepared already before you've even got out of bed. And then what you do is you rush through the morning with no real plan, just reacting to everything that gets in your way. That feeling then happens and just continues throughout the day. And by the end of the day, you feel exhausted. You look back, you feel unproductive, you feel unfulfilled because there's been nothing that's actually been that good that's gone on. And even when you do have something good that happens on that day, you're more likely then to feel a bit more negative because you're focusing on all the negative things. So although that good thing that happened to you, yeah, it happened, but the rest of the day was so bad that you struggle to balance it out. You get to the end of the week and you realize that you've actually barely moved the needle on your bigger goals. And it's so easy to slip into these patterns. But there's also the very thing that actually prevent you from living your best, your most intentional life. And that is what we need to break. That is what you need to stop doing. You need to start waking up to seize your day. Because when you start seizing your day, everything changes. Now imagine this, instead of waking up lethargic, reacting, what if you woke up every morning with energy, with clarity, with intention? What if you could wake up and you start to feel in control of your day? Not just your tasks, but of your mood, your focus, your mindset, your direction. When you seize your day, this is what happens. You're no longer reacting. You're actually creating the life that you want. Yeah, when you get out of bed, your energy is different. There's no more dragging yourself through the day, picking yourself up off the floor, just hoping to make it to the next coffee break. When you start to take action with purpose, you start to create energy. You start to feel happier, more energized, more enthusiastic, more excited for the day. Not just for the day, though, but for every single task, because you start seeing it differently. You start seeing it as something that you can actually use in some way, shape, or form to get you to your ultimate goal. When you control your day and your energy, you show up differently for everyone around you. You show up differently for your partner, for your kids, for your friends, for your colleagues. And most importantly, you show up differently for yourself. You start to show up happier, more positive, more energized. You're more engaged, you're more connected, and you feel more alive. You start to see everything around you in a different light. All your relationships start to improve because you're no longer turning up as a Debbie Downer. You're actually taking the control of the day. You're in charge of your life now. When you start doing these things as well, you're happier because when you're taking control, you feel a sense of purpose. You don't waste time. You don't just sit there and just sit back and do nothing, let your life be controlled by other people. No, you actively make progress. It doesn't mean that you don't have days where you just relax. You don't have, it's not that all you have to be switched on 24/7. No, but you just don't waste time like you used to. Rather than maybe say binging on Netflix 7 days a week, 6 days a week, you do it maybe once or twice a week. Because the rest of your time you're taking action, you're moving forward, you're creating momentum, and that momentum actually causes you to feel happier. As I've said previously, it's not about the pursuit of happiness, it's a happiness in the pursuit. You stop caring about what other people say. You stop wondering what you should be doing because when you're taking action, you know you're doing the right thing. So why wait for the perfect opportunity? Because there is no perfect opportunity. There is opportunity now, though, and that opportunity is now. You don't need to wait for the stars to align. You need to take charge of what's in front of you. Why don't you, rather than waiting for the stars to align, make the stars align? And you can do that with easy, actionable things. The first thing is you can set clear intentions the night before. The most successful people don't wait until the morning to decide what they'll do. They don't go through the day with actually having no plan. No, they either prepare the night before or first thing in the morning once they've actually gathered their thoughts, they've seen what they've got to do today. This could be something simple as just writing down your top three priorities. It could be, okay, what do I not need to do? You can always have a to-do list, but it's also good to have a to-don't list. Yeah, by doing that, by actually having the intentions, it takes away half that mental fog and it sets you up for success because you know what you're aiming for. You know what your goals are. You know what you've got to achieve. So start actually setting intentions the night before and see how much difference it makes. This next one, break your day down into power blocks. Check your energy throughout the day. So instead of letting your day slip away, create power blocks of focused work depending on what your energy levels are. These are short, high intensity, productive periods. You can use things like the Pomodoro technique, which helps you keep you energized, keeps you focused, and helps keep distractions at bay by working in 25 minutes increments with a 5-minute break in between. Yeah, break you down. See, when are you most energized? Is it in the morning? Is it in the afternoon? When you're feeling lower energy, make sure you actually set those tasks which are easier, more mundane, don't require as much mental clarity. The next thing is learn the power of saying no. Half the reason you're not seizing the day is because you're letting others seize your day for you. You let their needs take over yours. And so be intentional when saying no to things that aren't aligned with your goals. If you can, turn around and say, you know what, actually, I just don't have the capacity. Prioritize what truly matters to you. Your time is your most precious asset. Stop wasting it on doing things that you don't need to be doing or that's important for someone else and not for you. Learn to say no. And now this final one, this one was a game changer for me. This one is probably the best thing you can ever change in your life, and that is setting a morning routine. You can't seize a day if you're in a rush or you're overwhelmed before the day even begins. Develop a morning routine that energizes you, whether it's meditation, exercise, journaling, just sitting there, just watching the world go by while you have a cup of coffee. It means that you actually take some time for yourself, and it sets a strong foundation for the day. If you want to actually learn more about this, I recommend, with everything I've got, I recommend the book The Miracle Morning by Hal Elrod. This was the one book that got me started on this journey. So, how often do you allow your day to be hijacked by distractions and other people's priorities? How many times have you sat there and said, actually, I spent my day doing things for everyone else but not for myself? And what would it look like for you to take full control of your day and take charge of your life? So I'm asking you, what's one thing you can do tomorrow to make your day more intentional, make it more focused and more in alignment with your values? Remember, your life the life you want begins with the actions you take today. Seize it. Don't let the day seize you. Thank you for tuning in to Master Your Mindset, Master Your Life. I really hope you got something from this episode. And if you did, please leave me a rating or a review. And if you know someone who would benefit from hearing this, please share it with them. Until next time, keep continuing to master your mindset. Because when you're mastering your mindset, you'll master your life.